Hi guys! So I'm doing this video a little bit late. I'm 11 weeks 3 days today. And I need to do my week 10 update. Week 10 was actually a really awesome week for me. I had far fewer symptoms. I mostly just had nausea and fatigue, and those both felt like they were decreasing. Oh, my sister's cat is visiting. For a variety of reasons, and this is Barty. She may jump up many times because she likes to be in the mix. So yeah, what'd I tell you? There she is again. Okay, go on. So anyhow, where was I? Symptoms decreasing. So okay, symptoms were decreasing. We had to go for a funeral for Al's grandmother on Thursday, and traveling really seems to mess me up a lot. I really think that because we were traveling, it messed up my hormones a little bit because I didn't have my routine, and my morning sickness has gotten a lot worse the last couple of days. Speaking about morning sickness, let's have some TMI facts, shall we? I think I found the cure. I think I found the cure for morning sickness. One night, I just felt really bad for Al because I hadn't had sex with him in forever. And so we had sex, and I swear that cures morning sickness. I don't know if that's going to help anybody, but it helps me a lot. So, not cures. I should rephrase that. It drastically reduces the symptoms. And honestly, I don't necessarily feel like having sex all the time, but I have sex a lot more because I swear it makes my hormones even out immensely. The other thing, I'll just do a whole little TMI video, shall I? The other thing that may help somebody that I haven't mentioned in the past because I thought it would be like maybe a little bit too much information, maybe just people would think I was weird, was the month that we got pregnant, the period before that, I only wore pads. I didn't wear any tampons because I was just kind of curious if tampons were, messing up my vaginal pH or something like that. I mean, I don't seek out unbleached tampons or anything. Like, I just use whatever tampons are handy generally. So I was just curious, and we didn't have sex a lot that month, and I didn't expect to get pregnant because we both had the flu, we both had a lot going on, and we still got pregnant. And we had been having unprotected sex on a lot of other months, and magically that was the month that we got pregnant, so maybe there's something to it. Okay, let's get back to week 10. I'm so tired. Today I feel like a dead person. And I blame that on hormones, and I blame that on traveling. And it's kind of a bummer because I really thought I was feeling better, and I really hate the fatigue far more than anything else in my pregnancy that I've had so far. But it's okay. You have to say it's okay because you don't have a choice, right? Yum yum. So that's why I'm spacey. Other things. Oh, I was visiting with some of my Iranian aunts last night, and they've all had children, and my Iranian grandmother was there also. And so they were listening to my symptoms and sort of evaluating me, and they told me that I'm having a boy. So, should be interesting if I have a boy. They called it officially. The reasons for thinking I'm having a boy was that I appreciate Al more during my pregnancy than I did before. I don't really think that has anything to do with it being a boy. I just think Al's been an absolute sweetheart, but that could be the hormones talking. The other thing is I haven't been craving calcium-rich foods, which if you crave calcium foods, it's supposed to be a girl. I haven't been craving anything really. I've been craving really fresh fruit and maybe fish with lemon on it, and mostly I just have aversions to food. Yeah. The morning sickness has gotten a lot worse in the last couple of days, to the point where a lot of times before I can eat anything, I have to eat a Sour Patch Kid first. Sour Patch Kids are the way I can handle my body. I just bring them with me wherever I go, and I eat one whenever I start to feel nauseous, because I just really hate gagging and gagging and gagging. What else? Feel like my belly may be getting a little bit bigger, but that may be in my head. It's slow growth, if anything. Yeah. Other than that, I'm just so excited. Oh, I have to tell you some good things about pregnancy. Lately, so spacey. I can hear it, but I can't prevent it. Lately, I have been, since my symptoms were easing up and I was less fatigued and everything, I started noticing that there are some really good things. Like, for instance, sometimes when I take a shower, it feels unreasonably good to be clean. It feels like the best shower you've ever had, and I could be in there for 10 seconds, and I come out and I'm like, oh, that was a good shower. Another thing is, sometimes I eat something, it doesn't matter if it's something I normally love or normally hate. Sometimes I eat something random, and all of a sudden it's like I had a peach for the very first time, or, oh my goodness, was that a cucumber or was that the food of the gods? It's weird, but so positive, and it just makes me smile because it's just unreasonable delight at very small things. Things that really have nothing to do with pregnancy, but it's just, whoa, that's so good. I haven't really had the opposite, where something that I normally, could take or leave really repulses me. If I can put it in my mouth, then I normally feel about the same as I would have pre-pregnancy about my food. And I love food. It's just not all things I care to put in my mouth right now because I have really strong food aversions. Other things that are going on is, I don't know if this is just because my fatigue has been getting worse, because I normally do feel this way when I'm tired, but I have been incredibly cold lately. When we were at the funeral this weekend, I was wearing a sweater the whole time, and I never once had the urge to take it off. Other people wanted the air conditioning on. I couldn't handle it, really. I had to go get some hot tea as soon as I could after that. So I have just been feeling really cold. And even today in the house, I wanted a hot water bottle while I was laying around, and really cold. Maybe it's because I haven't been eating as much ginger. I feel like ginger helps me stay warm. But yeah, so I think that is the majority of my symptoms, how I'm doing as a human being. Yeah. I don't know if I told you this last time, but my fingernails seem like they're growing a lot faster, and my hair doesn't really seem like it's growing a lot faster. But we'll see. Maybe it'll catch up. My skin's clearing up. That's good. Oh, the baby this week. So by 11 weeks, the baby on average should be about 2 inches, which just sounds huge to me, because I feel like the other day I was reading, your baby is the size of a period at the end of this sentence, and, things like that. And now I'm reading that it has ears and little hands that are folded over its chest, and it's just so, so exciting. And also, I'm 11 weeks, 3 days. 12 weeks is just around the corner. I'm so thrilled about that. So thrilled to be this far along, and not have anything bad happen. I feel so, so lucky. I feel lucky to be in the position that I'm in right now, where I don't have to panic about money. I don't have to, I'm in a position where if I need more money, I can live with less and have money that way. I don't have to worry about picking up another job, or, you know, not having time to have a quality relationship with my family, which would be my baby and Albert. I always said, and maybe some people will disagree, well, obviously some people are going to disagree with me on this, but I always felt that it's most important to be able to do a good job being a mom. If I felt like I got pregnant at an inopportune time, where I was going to be pregnant with somebody who would not be a good father, or if I was not going to be able to be a stay-at-home mom, at least until I felt comfortable enough to start working again, then I would get an abortion, because it's important for me first to do a good job, and then, I mean, life is precious, and that's why I feel that way. I don't feel it that way because I feel like abortions are an easy answer. I feel like a child's life is precious, and I don't want to ruin that life by having a kid at the wrong time. And that's a big concern of mine, because I see so many kids just walking around town. I'm not even like some sort of baby professional, but I see so many kids that just really don't get the love that they need. And I'm happy that this baby that I have right now is loved way before it's born, you know? Like, I have so many relatives, and on both sides of our families, who are just ecstatic and thrilled, and when they saw us, they were so happy to see us, because they were so happy for a baby. And there's no way this kid is not going to be just spoiled with love, and that makes me delighted. Spoiled with material possessions would make me upset, but spoiled with love is definitely a good thing. Okay, so that's my philosophical cheese. Let's look at my belly. So, I don't know if you can, let's put this up here. I don't know if you can tell, but I am looking a little bit bigger. This is me with my belly tight. This is me with everything loose. I'm starting to notice a little bit of definition here, although you really can't tell from looking at my computer screen. I don't think you guys can see that at all. But it's definitely a little bit different from how I was before. Boobs definitely seem to have grown a little bit. Ooh. I feel a little bit awkward at this stage right now, because I don't look pregnant. I kind of look like a girl who's been drinking a bit much beer, and I still have shape like this, but I have a little bit of a belly hanging out the front. I don't love that. I don't love that at all. So it's hard to not feel a little bit self-conscious at this stage, but what I've just been trying to tell myself is, I mean, just like I feel good about my body when I have lots of muscles, because I feel like my body's so useful, and yeah, it's useful and powerful and healthy. I feel like my body is just in the process of turning into something that's more beautiful, powerful, healthy, and useful to me. So I'm just really trying to focus on that rather than my clothes look kind of funny. So that's me for this week. I'll try and be good and do one on Friday, because a million things I'm sure will change, or else it'll be a short video, whatever. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this